Hello guys, welcome to another video. If you hear kids in the background, it's because we were outside playing. It's a gorgeous day in Missouri. Here is some cleaning motivation. I'm going to show you what I've cooked for dinner, what I ate for breakfast, and just a whole bunch of cleaning. To my followers who have came back to watch this video, thank you so much. I appreciate it. To anyone that is new to my channel, hello. My name is Destiny. I live in Southwest Missouri. I have 3 kids. We live on a small farm. We raise our own cows, our own pigs for butchering, so we can fill our freezers up and not have to spend the crazy prices at the store. Alright, so for starters, I was starting off by clearing the counter and just giving it a nice wipe down. I never realized how hard it was to clean with 3 kids in the house. So I started cleaning in the kitchen because, you know, my kids don't normally come into the kitchen, but they still come into the kitchen. So it's kind of just, you know, frustrating. So for tonight's meal was a crock pot meal. I was making roast, carrots, and potatoes. It is one of my absolute favorite meals to make. So here I am lining it with a crock pot bag. So it's an easy, you know, once you're done cooking, you just take the bag out and you throw it away, and it's so seamless. So there I was showing you that I was using a chuck roast, which once it was done, I should have used maybe 2 of them because it just seemed like there wasn't enough. So good. This chuck roast is one of the cows that we had butcher during the summertime. So I'm just adding a bag of carrots. I have some potatoes because I didn't have any small ones, so I am, you know, adding some beef broth. I did add a little bit of water, and then I cut up my potatoes, and I did add onion to it, and then I added a stick of butter to make it nice and juicy, and it was amazing. And I added some parsley to that as well. I ended up using about 5 potatoes, and it seemed like that fed for a family of 5. I had to think there for a second. So we don't always eat roast because when my husband was a kid, every Sunday they would eat roast right after church. So he does not like it. And so whenever I get to have it, it is like a luxury treat for me because we didn't have roast when I was growing up. So I ended up putting the roast on about 9:30, and it was ready by 5 o'clock, which is crazy. And I had it on high majority of the time, and then about an hour before it was ready or so, I turned it on to low. And then I also added some onion powder as well. So for my husband, whenever I made his plate, I toasted up some bread and cheese and made a sandwich. And then we had some leftover fried taters from the night before. So he had that, and then he had some corn with it. So as I'm doing this voiceover, it is November 7th, and it was daylight saving time. It ended. So we gained an hour of sleep, but it is throwing me off because right now it would be almost 3 o'clock. It would be 3:08 and it's 2:08. So it's screwing with me. So let's start some cleaning motivation without having to do dishes. Yay. So fun. Between dishes and laundry, they are both like the worst. Like they're just the worst. So initially the plan was to clean all day Saturday, and then Sunday we was going to put up Christmas decorations. Well, that didn't happen at all. I've gotten some done, but I have not gotten anything else done besides my table. You know, I never realized how hard it was to clean with 3 kids and then to try to decorate for the holidays. Christmas brings me so much joy. It makes me so happy. From October 24th to November 7th is always the roughest time in my life. October 24th is my mom's birthday. And then 4 years ago on November 7th, we lost my mom to a car accident. So while I am recording this, I was also watching someone else clean their house for some cleaning motivation because I just was not feeling it, like always. So I was using, which I don't know if you're supposed to do that, but I was using some, like what I used to clean my sinks with. I had a pan that had some food that was just left over. I was trying to get most of it off, and it didn't have any like steel Brillo pads. So I was using some of that to clean that pan. And apologize if you see me pulling up those pants. They are just too tight, which they weren't before, so I'm not understanding why all of a sudden they're tight, but I think what it has a lot to do with, so when my son was born, I lost the baby weight 100%. I was in a size 5 jeans for the longest time, and just until recently I started drinking those super body armors, and they put some weight on. We also got a late start for the day because my stepson decided to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning crying for 2 hours. And when he finally stopped crying, we went back to sleep and woke up almost close to 9 o'clock in the morning. So that was once in a blue moon type of thing that happened. So the night before, we made ham with pineapple, and then made fried potatoes, like circled potatoes with onions, and then we did corn from the night before. And whenever that ham was in the pan in the oven, it was seeping really bad, so I had to leave it in there, let it cool, and then that's whenever I decided to pull it out to wash it. Alright, so then you see one of my mini mops that I have in my house. I've gotten rid of a couple, but I've gained like one. So this guy, I bought at Dollar General. I wanted the old cedar mop that I see all the time on YouTube, but I don't feel like spending $30 on it whenever I have my steam mop that was, you know, a little over $100 that I spent on. But I just needed something to where I can mop, you know, quickly and get a good job done.
Signs told us how we could reach the other side, and you start to doubt.
And for the mixture, I did a little bit of liquid gain and a little bit of water, and it actually made the house smell really good, which I was actually really surprised because I've never tried that before. I've always seen people say, you know, use powder Tide whenever they mop their floors, and I don't use the powder, I just use the liquid. So I tried it and I was very impressed. And so here you are seeing me bust out the steam mop because I figured, yes, I mopped it, but I needed to, you know, get some more bacteria off the ground. Had it plugged up and ready to go, and I just decided to use it. All right, so I was starting to get hungry, and I had, we normally do leftover, like we do breakfast in our house quite a bit. So I had some leftover hash browns, and we had plenty of eggs, so I just decided to put some butter in a pan, heat up some green peppers and onions, and then add some eggs and some leftover sausage, some leftover hash browns, and made me a breakfast burrito because I was quite hungry. So in our family, we try to reuse our leftovers as much as possible, you know, to prevent waste. Whenever it comes to like onions, you know, whenever we cut those up, we try to save the peels. So, you know, once a year I can make homemade broth. That's more nutrition, you know, saves you money, so you don't have to go to the store and buy broth. So we try to repurpose as much as possible. If we have leftovers that are in the fridge too long, we tend to feed it to our pigs. That way, you know, stuff is not being wasted so much with 3 kids. Yeah, that's totally fine. All right, and then so I added cheese once it was done, and then I added to a tortilla with some Taco Bell's mild sauce. So delicious, so good, and then I was able to continue to go through the day. I know it's totally not healthy, but I used to be able to go, you know, morning lunch without eating, and then now I have to eat at least something throughout the day or I get shaky, and it's just not pretty. Oh my gosh, look at the masterpiece. All that cheese, all the eggs, all the sausage, oh my gosh, that looks so delicious. All right, so once I was done eating my breakfast, this is a little bit short time afterwards, I decided that I needed to clean the stove and the counter, like right next to the stove. So a couple weeks prior, we had a celebration for my mom's birthday, who is no longer with us. She passed away 4 years ago today, as I do this voiceover. But anyways, I was going to reach for a pop, and one splattered and hit all of the walls. So I was needing to really get the wall cleaned up, because you could just see the streaks of pop on the wall. It was bad. So the only thing that I am using is hot water and Dawn dish soap. So I'm using a sponge to kind of scrub it, get all the pop, and then I am using a dry, clean towel to wipe it off, and it looks so much better. So I'm trying to keep my kids out of the video because I don't want my videos to get taken down for whatever reason. And, you know, this channel is my channel, it's not my kids. And it's kind of hard to clean when you got kids, but I also need to keep myself accountable with cleaning. So because I have 3 kids in the house, they tend to get in the fridge a lot, and they tend to put their hands all over the fridge. It's just not sanitary, with 2 of them in daycare, 1 of them in 2nd grade. Just decided to give it a nice wipe down with some Pine Sol, and then, yeah. I know there is a lot of YouTubers out there, that are, trying to go, chemical free. That is just not the case in my house. I'm not gonna go and spend thousands and thousands of dollars on chemicals that are non-harsh to my kids. It's just what I have on hand. Would I like to do that? Absolutely, but it's just not my case at all. Does your counters look like my counters? Oh my gosh, I swear it is a collect-all for all things. This little thing that I'm putting the papers behind, I need to go through it. I have receipts that I need to gather up for my husband for his mowing business, because, it is November, so tax season, is not too far from it. Bananas, they're getting overripe. I put them in the freezer, so I want to make banana nut bread. Yum, yum, yum. Alright, so this is a daily cooktop cleaner. It just, make sure to keep the scratches off and everything. It's from Wiseman. It's a good cleaner. They sell it at Walmart. So honestly, with this vacuum, I've had it for probably 4 months now, and I absolutely hate it. My son broke it. It is not a good quality vacuum. I don't like it. The stuff that you vacuum gets stuck in it all the time, which is frustrating because I spent $80 on it, and it's just, I'm disappointed in it. I was not paid or sponsored with them. It's a company I found on Amazon. And honestly, the battery does not stay charged long. Or when you have a 4-year-old that likes to run your vacuum until the battery dies. But then the filter that it has doesn't seem like it wants to go in there very well. So then you have to kind of like shove it in there. It collects a lot of dirt, which is crazy because all my floors are hardwooded. And I have laminate in my kitchen and then laminate in my bathrooms. No carpet. And it doesn't suck like it should. And the reason why it's so short on the ground is because he broke the stand, the bar part. So that's fun.
I know it's a little bit too much for sure. So cold, but we're always coming back for more. Egos in this wicked game, it's all for sure. Oh, I've got you. If we figured out.
But I try with this vacuum. I try so many times. I mean, it does suck when you clean out that filter really good. It will. So these kids have done stuff all over this tablecloth. I'm needing to wash that. So, and because I'm putting Christmas decorations, I've already put my tablecloth up. I decided to just leave it bare until the next day. So I am trying to convince my husband to buy me a vacuum for Christmas. I told him all I wanted for Christmas was an air fryer and a Tenco 2-in-1 vacuum from Walmart. So we will see if he gets it for me. He told me I have too many cleaning appliances as it is. And I told him that if he buys me that, I will get rid of all of my vacuums. All of them. Because I really want that Tenco vacuum. And maybe I'm just exaggerating a little bit. Maybe I won't get rid of all of them, but I'll definitely get rid of that one for sure. I just need a really good vacuum for my hardwood floors because kids are messy, dogs are messy. I just need a good vacuum. And eventually I would like to get a smaller table. This table we have had for 5 years. So when we moved in this house, we've been in our house for 6 years. So a year after we moved in, we got the table. And then a year after that, we got the bed. And so I really, really just want a good small table that doesn't take up so much room. It came with that bench and it came with the chairs. Those chairs are just, they're falling apart. My kids are so rough with them.
You're the antidote. Losing sleep, I am in too deep. No matter where I hide, you got me sleep deprived.
of course, I probably won't buy anything yet. We do plan on moving next year. Somewhere that has a lot more land so we can have a lot more cows. So that is in the works. So I probably just won't buy a new table until we move.
You're the antidote. Losing sleep, I am in too deep. No matter where I hide, you got me sleep deprived.
So the night before, believe it or not, so the kids were eating ham, they were eating rice, and they were eating some corn. Well, my 4-year-old and the 2-year-old decided to throw rice on the floor, so I had to clean that up. Alright, so I'm going to give you some major laundry motivation because let me tell you, I had so much laundry with washing five humans' clothes. It's absolutely ridiculous. Crazy.
Would you stay till the morning light? Or would you follow me? Or would you let it be? If I leave tonight, we could do this right. We'll find the remedy. Or would you stay with me now till the morning light? Before you turn away, I just want you to know that I didn't throw your stuff away. Before you make up your mind that I'm nowhere to find, I'm standing right here. I know that
What part of clothing is the worst? Is it kids' clothing? Is it adult human clothing? Socks, underwear? I hate it all. I hate it all.
I can see that you miss me. Would you stay till the morning light? Or would you follow me? Or would you let it be? If I leave tonight, we could do this right. We'll find the remedy. Or would you stay with me now till the morning light? Till the morning light. Till the morning light. Till the morning light, yeah. Till the morning light. Till the morning light. Till the morning light, yeah. Maybe I'm just too weak. Maybe I'm just afraid of being alone. Well, I don't care, 'cause right now I feel the love that we said we would burn. Oh, I know that you feel it too. I know that I told you we're over. I swear that I'm sober. Just listen, I miss you. And I know that I said all these things, but now when you're with her, I can see that you miss me. Would you stay till the morning light? Or would you follow me? Or would you let it be? If I leave tonight, we could do this right.
You know, I don't understand. Okay, I can clean house every single day, and at the end of the day, whether it's my 4-year-old, the 2-year-old, or my 8-year-old, somebody goes in there and messes with my towels, and there's no towels left, which I don't get it.
We'll find the remedy. Or would you stay with me now till the morning light? Would you stay till the morning light? Or would you follow me? Or would you let it be? If I just listen, I miss you.
The night before, I stayed up and I was watching Desperate Housewives, so I'm thinking I'm like on season 4. And instead of just sitting there and watching it, I had 3 loads of laundry that I folded, and I didn't put away necessarily, but I just folded it and put it back into the laundry basket, so that way it was easy to divide it and put it where it needed to go. Thank you so much for tuning into today's video. I so appreciate the likes, the comments, subscribing. It helps my channel out so much to where I could eventually get up there and, be paid for cleaning my house. That is a dream. It's always been a dream. But I appreciate you sticking around with me. There is going to be another video. It's going to be my Christmas decorations video, which I've got to work on after I do this voiceover. But I appreciate it so much. You guys have no idea. 25 subscribers. Like, that's insane. I never dreamt in a million years that I would have even just 25. And I appreciate all of you. And I can't wait for my channel to grow. I can't wait for it to be big. I can't wait, and I appreciate everything that you guys do. So, thank you so much. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.